Hi students, today I want to explain about nomenclature of haloalkanes. Haloalkanes and haloarenes. The nomenclature of haloalkanes and haloarenes, you can say like first old system. Old system. What is the old system of nomenclature for the organic compounds? In the old system, this is also called as radico-functional names. Radico-functional names. Radico-functional names when we are taking, or it is also called as a two-word system. It is also called as two-word system. Here, radico-functional names or two-word system, trivial system. In this generally, haloalkane, suppose if you are taking ORX, they are simply called as alkyl halides. Alkyl halide. Here R group is considered as alkyl group, X group is called as halide. This type of two parts only present or two-word system is present. Okay. And suppose if you are taking second one, the second which now we are using IUPAC names. Here as per the IUPAC system, in the IUPAC system what we can say? As per the IUPAC system, here these are called as haloalkanes. Haloalkanes. And haloarenes is a common name and IUPAC name also. Haloarenes for all aryl halides, haloarene. It is a common name and IUPAC name also. Here halo means it is a prefix. It is a prefix, and alk means it is a root word, and ane means it is a primary suffix. So the haloalkanes is the IUPAC name for alkyl halides. And here if you are taking these compounds, how we can write the name? Suppose if you are taking CH3Cl, the CH3Cl common name, we can write the common name as methyl. It is methyl chloride. It is called as methyl chloride. And IUPAC name. So here IUPAC name if you are taking, IUPAC means what? Yes, it is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. And here this IUPAC name, as per IUPAC system, here first we can write the chloro and one carbon, so it is meth and single bonds present, so methane, chloromethane. And next, suppose if you are having CH3, CH2Cl, this is a common name. For this common name is ethyl chloride. Ethyl chloride. IUPAC system if you are taking, as per IUPAC system, this is called as chloroethane. In IUPAC it is called as chloroethane. Next, here suppose if you are taking the compound, here it is a common name and here it is IUPAC name. And here the compound I am taking CH3, CH2, CH2Cl. This is commonly called as N-propyl chloride. It is called as N-propyl chloride. 3 carbon atoms straight chain is called as N-propyl. IUPAC name. Here chlorine is present on the first carbon, so this is named or numbered 1, 2, 3. So this is called as 1-chloropropane. 1 chloropropane, 3 carbon atom parent chain, so prop, and all are single bonds, so N. And next, suppose if it is having CH3CH, CH3Cl. What is this compound name? Yes, it is a very important isopropyl. This is called as isopropyl chloride. Isopropyl chloride. Here, instead of writing like this, they may give like CH3, CHCl, and CH3. So this group is called as isopropyl group. Here, this is also isopropyl group, same as this isopropyl chloride. IUPAC name. Here for IUPAC name, this is first carbon, this is second carbon, this is third carbon. On the second carbon, we have chlorine atom. So this is called as 2-chloropropane. 2-chloropropane. Okay. And next, suppose if it is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2Cl. 4 carbon atoms present. So this is commonly called as N-butyl chloride. N-butyl chloride. And in the IUPAC name, this is the numbering starting 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is called as 1-chlorobutane. 1-chlorobutane. And next one, CH3, CH2, CHCl, and CH3. Here, what is the common name of this compound? Here, chlorine is present on what type of carbon atom? Here, this is a CH carbon, and this carbon is also called as a secondary carbon. So, commonly it is called as secondary, and 4 carbon atoms present. So, this is called as butyl. Secondary butyl chloride. So, secondary butyl chloride. IUPAC name. Chlorine numbering we start from this side 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because is from this side if you start, what will get 1, 2, 3. Chlorine getting lowest number is always selected. So we are getting this side, and this is called as 2-chlorobutane. 2-chlorobutane. Okay. And next. CH3CH and CH3 and CH2Cl. See here, this molecule contains same 4 carbon atoms, but what is the common name for this compound? Here if you see, this group is isopropyl group, and adjacently one more carbon is present, so this is called as isobutyl group. So this is known as isobutyl chloride. Isobutyl chloride. And IUPAC name, if you are taking numbering, I will give the numbering like here, this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. So 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms we have in the parent chain. This is not considered as parent chain. It is only iso. Please remember that is for the iso only. So parent chain is, this is the parent chain. This is the parent chain, and here parent chain contains 3 carbon, and now 1, 2, 3 isobutyl chloride. IUPAC name if you are taking 1-chloro, and this is 2-methyl. So it is called as 1-chloro, 2-methyl, 1-chloro, 2-methyl. 3 carbon atoms are present, so this is called as propane. 1-chloro, 2-methyl propane. Okay. Next compound, CH3Cl. This carbon atom bonded to the chlorine atom, if you take, this is a tertiary carbon, So this is commonly called as tertiary butyl chloride. It is called as tertiary butyl chloride. IUPAC name for this compound is, this is the parent chain. Here this is parent chain means 1, 2, 3. So 3 carbon atoms it is present. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So at second carbon we are having chlorine. So 2 chloro. And at second carbon we have methyl group also. So it is 2 chloro, 2 methyl. How many carbons in chain? Propane. So 2 chloro, 2 methyl, propane. Next. Here CH3, CH, CH3 and CH2, CH2Cl. Here this is called as what? Common name. Here this is a this is called as isopropyl. Isopropyl group, and next butyl, next pentyl. So this is called as, common name is isopentyl chloride. Isopentyl chloride. And this isopentyl chloride IUPAC name, numbering. Suppose parent chain if you are taking, this is the parent chain, the longest possible chain, and here numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. So at first carbon chlorine, third carbon methyl group. So it is 1 chloro, 3 methyl, 1 chloro, 3 methyl butane. 1 chloro, 3 methyl butane is formed. And next CH3, CH3, CH3 and CH2Cl. What is the name of this compound? Here this is actually neopentyl group. A carbon bonded with 4 other carbons is called as neopentyl group. So this is neopentyl chloride. So this is called as neopentyl chloride. What is the IUPAC name for this? Here for the IUPAC name, the parent chain is, this is the parent chain. Whenever the parent chain is this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3. So on first carbon chlorine is present, and on second carbon we have 2 methyl groups. So it is 1 chloro, 2, 2 dimethyl, 2, dimethyl propane. 1 chloro, 2, dimethyl propane. Okay. Next compound CH2 double bond CH Cl. This is commonly called as vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride. Here I said already, this group is called as a vinyl group. It is a vinyl group. So this is vinyl chloride. IUPAC name. This is 1, this is 2. On first carbon chlorine is present. So it is 1 chloro, or we can write chloro. And 2 carbon atoms are present. So ether. And what is the bond present? Double bond between 2 carbon. So it is ethene. Chloroethene or 1 chloroethene. Next one, CH2 double bond CH, CH2Cl. As yesterday we said, this is allyl group and chlorine. So it is called as allyl chloride. Allyl chloride, or it is called as, here if you see, this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 3. So the numbering must be placed from the double bond only, not from the chlorine side. So what is the name for this is 3 chloro, 3 chloro propionine, propionine or 1 propene. 3 chloro, 1 propane or propionine. Anyone? Anything? We can write propionine or 1 propane. Okay. The next compound, common name, IUPAC name. Here the next compound is CH2Cl2. This is called as methylene chloride. Methylene chloride. IUPAC name is dichloromethane. Dichloromethane. And next CH3 CHClCl. This is called as ethylidene. We give this ethylidene chloride. Ethylidene chloride. This is two carbon atoms or two halogens present on same carbon. It is a gem dihalide. So please remember gem dihalide. And IUPAC name is 1,1 dichloro. 1,1 dichloroethane. And next, if two halogen atoms are present, CH2, CHCl, Cl, this is called as propylidene. Propylidene chloride. It is also a gem dihalide. Or it is called as 1,1 dichloropropane. 1,1 dichloropropane. And next CH3 CCl Cl CH3. This is called as isopropylidene. Isopropylidene chloride. Isopropylidene chloride. IUPAC name 2,2 dichloro. 2,2 dichloropropane. Because two chlorine atoms are present on the second carbon. 1, 2, 3. Next, CH2, CH2, and chlorine is present. Here one chlorine is present. This is called as ethylene. Ethylene chloride, or in some books they give ethylene dichloride. So both are same, both are correct. Ethylene dichloride or ethylene chloride. Ethylene dichloride or ethylene chloride, both are correct. You don't get confused. So ethylene chloride, because it is ethylene group. CH2 single bond CH2 is called as, without this group it is ethylene group, and it is having two chlorine atoms adjacently. So ethylene chloride, and two chlorine atoms is mentioned specifically as dichloride. It is a bisanol dihalide. This is a bisanol dihalide, and this is called as 1,2 dichloro. 1,2 dichloroethane. 1,2 dichloroethane. The next compound, CH3 CHCl CH2Cl. This is commonly called as propylene chloride or propylene dichloride. IUPAC name is 1,2 dichloropropane. 1,2 dichloropropane. And next, here benzene ring, chlorine containing, this is called as chlorobenzene. Common name and IUPAC name both are same. It is chlorobenzene. And next, here this is a methyl group, and here chlorine is present. This is called as orthochlorotoluene. Orthochlorotoluene. Here orthochlorotoluene, or this is also called as orthochloromethylbenzene also. Okay, orthochlorotoluene or orthochloromethylbenzene. And IUPAC name, this is a second carbon 2-chlorotoluene. 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 And suppose if you are having CH2 and it is Cl, then this carbon becomes the parent chain phenyl group and this is chlorine. Okay, the common name of this compound is benzyl chloride. The common name is benzyl chloride. IUPAC name is chloro and phenyl methane. So the phenyl group, this is becoming the prefix and the chlorine becomes the prefix and this becomes the parent chain. And another one, suppose CHCl2 is present, this is called as benzol chloride. Benzol chloride. Here benzol chloride or it is called as dichloro. Dichlorophenyl. Dichlorophenyl methane. Dichlorophenyl methane or benzol chloride. Okay. The next one, CCl3, this is called as benzo trichloride. Common name is benzo trichloride. Our IUPAC name is trichloro. Trichloro. Next, phenyl methane. Trichlorophenyl methane. And next, if you have CHCl3, this is called as a chloroform. Common name is chloroform. And IUPAC name is trichloromethane. Trichloromethane. CCl4, it is called as carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride, common name, or pyrene, and IUPAC name is tetrachloromethane. This is about nomenclature of haloalkanes and haloarenes. So yesterday one student asked in the comment section about the difference between aromatic, anti-aromatic and non-aromatic. Okay, so I will give a brief difference. Actually it is first year topic, but he asked about that, one person asked about that, so I am trying to explain in a brief manner. Aromatic means cyclic compounds, any cyclic compound having planar ring structure. Planar ring means mostly they are sp2 hydroxyl carbon atom containing only. Next, conjugated system, and the fourth point, 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, or this is also called as Haeckel rule. Haeckel rule, this is proposed by the Haeckel scientist, so it is called as Haeckel rule or Haeckel rule. So a cyclic compound means simply I am writing this is cyclic. Okay, is it benzene? No, it is not benzene, it is a cyclohexane only. Planar ring structured means sp2 carbons we need. Conjugated means double bond, next single bond, next double bond, next single bond, next double bond, single bond, again double bond. And if you see the now, hybridization of all carbon atoms is sp2 only. So this is a planar. So cyclic conjugated planar ring structure containing 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Here n value may be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, whatever it may be. You fix basing on the given structure only. It is not a fixed one for one cycle 1, for two cycle rings 2, it is not fixed. N value basing on the number of pi bonds and total calculation only you take. Suppose here if n value is taken as 1 for this ring, I am taking n value as 1, then 4 into 1 plus 2, we are getting 6 pi electrons. You check it here, it contains 6 pi electrons or not. 2 pi bonds, 3 pi bonds totally. 3 pi bonds means each pi bond 2 electrons, so 6 pi electrons. So it is satisfying the Huckel rule also. So this is considered as aromatic. Next, anti-aromatic. Cyclic ring containing. Here this is a cyclic ring. Okay, whatever will be the number of carbons, cyclic ring. And the conjugated system. Here conjugated system means double bond is present. And double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, alternatively present. Next to planar. All are sp2 hybridized only. All carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. 4n pi electrons. Here 4n pi electrons means what is the n value? N value must be either 1, 2, 3 or so on. Here suppose for this I am taking n is equal to 1. Then 4 into 1 we will get 4 pi electrons. Here 2 pi bonds, 4 pi electron. So this molecule is satisfying anti-aromatic nature. Third one, non-aromatic. Here non-aromatic means cyclic ring containing. But non-planar. Non-planar means suppose it may contains one double bond, may not contains also. And here at least one sp3 carbon is present in the ring. Then it is simply called as a non-aromatic. It is a non-aromatic compound. So aromatic, anti-aromatic, non-aromatic can be easily divided by using this concept. Cyclic, planar ring containing conjugated systems having 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Anti-aromatic, cyclic, conjugated planar ring containing what 4n electrons containing. And non-aromatic, at least one sp3 carbon present, that is a non-aromatic simply. Okay. In these three, which is more stable? Aromatic is always more stable. Aromatic compounds, please remember, aromatic compounds are always more stable. The next one is non-aromatic compounds. Non-aromatic compounds. The next one is anti-aromatic compounds. Anti-aromatic compounds. We can say commonly aromatic compounds gets extra stability because of these characters, and anti-aromatic compounds gets extra instability because of these properties. Okay? That's it.